Repost by SoundCloud, the most underrated music distribution platform. What is Repost by SoundCloud and why should you consider it for your next release? Let's get into the backstory real quick. In 2019, SoundCloud acquired a rights management and distribution company called Repost Network. In April 2020, SoundCloud announced a brand new marketing and distribution engine called Repost by SoundCloud. So basically they just acquired the company and are calling it the same name, but then they attached their name to it. SoundCloud says that this new artist service platform is aimed at serious artists who want to take their career to the next level, while allowing them to stay independent. So they're definitely the new kid on the block, but they are backed by SoundCloud, who's been here for quite a while. SoundCloud is a German-based company that launched in 2008, and they've seen continual revenue growth over the years. In 2019, the revenue was 166 million, and although they haven't published their 2020 earnings yet, it's estimated to be more than 200 million. It doesn't look like SoundCloud is going anywhere, for now at least. And as an underdog, they have more pressure to innovate. One cool thing that they have launched recently is their fan-powered royalties, is what they're calling it. According to them, fan-powered royalties is supposed to level the playing field so independent artists can compete. Every year, new music distributors pop up, but a lot of them are funded by their startup capital, and without presenting a sustainable business model, they will eventually dry up and go away. And some of them are just terrible businesses with lack of customer support and transparency. After spending way too much time trying to find the perfect distribution company, I've come to the conclusion that none exists. They all have their pros and cons, and most of them aren't very good. I don't know why it's so hard for distribution companies to just be decent companies, but it is. I was stuck for a long time trying to decide a music distribution company, and I actually prolonged the release of my music because I couldn't decide on one because they just all looked so terrible. I'm like, I don't want to use any of these. But eventually I found Repost by SoundCloud. I researched it a bunch and I went with them, and this is why. So here are 10 reasons why Repost by SoundCloud might be the most underrated music distribution platform. 1, it's only $30 a year for unlimited uploads. It has one pricing, no annoying add-ons or upsells. Everything is included in this one package. I think that's one of the most annoying things I found with other distributors is you have to pay extra to get your music on Shazam, or you have to pay extra to get it on TikTok, or you have to pay extra for this and extra for that. And I'm just like, I want one option. I like simple, and that's what I like about Repost by SoundCloud. And $30 a year is actually very affordable. That's the equivalent of $2.50 a month, which is just like a candy bar or an Americano. It's something that anyone can do, and it's cheaper than probably any of your other monthly subscriptions. Number 2 is the simple, clean user interface. When I was testing out other music distribution companies, I was annoyed at the clunky UI and just the weird organization of everything, and I really didn't like it. But with Repost by SoundCloud, it's just really straightforward. It's really simple. You have your distribution tab, SoundCloud monetization, YouTube content ID, split pay, earnings, analytics, promotion, smart leaks, and pre-saves. And honestly, most of the time, I just use this one right here, distribution. When you click on distribution, it shows you all your releases. I don't really use the analytics tab because you can get all that information on your Spotify for Artists profile. It would be nice if they showed analytics for some of the other places where they distribute, but my main focus is Spotify anyway, and Spotify for Artists has all the analytics I need. The earnings tab is pretty straightforward. It shows you your earnings every month and where the streams and revenue is coming from. And yeah, it looks like I make, around $3 every month, which is something. I was actually really stoked when I got my first payout because it's like, I guess now I'm a professional artist because I'm getting paid. Even though it's just a little bit of money, it actually means a lot to me to be actually making money from music. And you can export your statements to a CVS file and put it in Excel and keep track of all that stuff. Split pay is super straightforward. I don't use YouTube content ID. SoundCloud monetization is super straightforward. I don't actually use smart links or pre-saves. And the promotion tab allows you to pitch to playlists on SoundCloud, and then you can also pitch to different stores once every 30 days for a release that is approved 30 days prior to its scheduled release date. And then you can also pitch to one of SoundCloud's official playlists from here. And that's it. That's pretty much the whole website. You can also access all these things up here in this top little corner. And then you have your notifications thing. Signing up is also super easy. If you already have a SoundCloud account, you can just use that. Number 3 is unlimited artists. Now, to me, this is a big deal because I actually started a record label and I've released music for several of my friends on there. A lot of the other distributors that I looked at didn't include this feature. You actually had to pay extra for multiple artists, and a lot of them didn't even have an option for unlimited. It was just like, you could pay extra for 10 artists, you could pay extra for 50, but unlimited wasn't even an option. So this is actually really cool. In that one package, $30 a year, you get unlimited music uploaded, but also unlimited artists. So this is brilliant for labels, but also if you just have multiple projects that you're working on, or want to help a friend out and get to help their music get distributed, you can do that too. Number 4 is quick delivery times. When I submit my music to Repost, they have it approved in a matter of days, and then after that, it's just a couple more days and it's up on Spotify and all these other platforms. It's super quick, and I've noticed it's actually gotten quicker since I started using it about a year ago, which is nice for people like me who submit my music last minute to get released, and I have like a really short turnaround. Although it's better to submit your music earlier if you want to submit it for playlist consideration through Spotify or SoundCloud. So make sure you submit it more than 2 weeks before your release date. Number 5 is excellent customer support. I've only had to contact customer support once because I forgot to put in the correct record label. I contacted them and they corrected it really quickly, and they were a pleasure to work with. And that's one thing I've noticed from a lot of these distribution companies is they have really bad reviews for their customer support. Number 6 is they have a good amount of stores and they're continually adding more. Right now they have 25 plus stores, including Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and even Shazam. They also have a fair amount of global regional stores, which is cool. So they don't have as many as some of the other distributors who boast having like more than 100, but they have the essentials, and that's what matters most. Number 7 is straightforward split pay. So whenever you make a release, you can choose what percentage goes to each contributor, and they each need to have their own SoundCloud account. But once you set that up, you're done. Everyone gets paid and it's easy. Number 8 is predictable payout. I've heard of a lot of distributors that withhold payout or have really high thresholds like $100 or $500 before they'll even pay you out. Repost by SoundCloud has a payout threshold of $5, which is very easy to accomplish. Your balance is updated at the end of every month, and once your balance meets or exceeds $5, they will pay you via PayPal. They are net 60, so payments are 2 months delayed. And you do have to remember to report your earnings on your income tax. Number 9 is active development. They are still continually improving and adding new features, which is really cool. Since I started using the service almost a year ago, I've noticed that the delivery times have gotten quicker, and they've added new stores, and they've actually decreased the payout threshold from $100 to $5. They're making good changes, and I like that. And finally, number 10 is Twitch partnership. Repost by SoundCloud is one of the first companies to partner with Twitch in Twitch's new soundtrack feature, where they have music that streamers can use legally and not get a DMCA strike. And you can also link your Twitch account to your Repost by SoundCloud account, and you will get fast-tracked to affiliate on Twitch, which is cool. So you actually don't have to meet the minimum requirements to be an affiliate on Twitch, but you'll be an affiliate anyway. And these Twitch integrations is actually one of the reasons that I chose Repost by SoundCloud, because I stream on Twitch. Some other cool things about the service is monetization on SoundCloud. Not every music distributor has this feature, but since it's part of SoundCloud, you get actual good monetization on SoundCloud. They have integrated playlist pitching for SoundCloud and Spotify, YouTube content ID that you can turn on and off individually for each of your tracks whenever you want. There's smart links, Spotify verified artists, and ISRC and UPC codes are included for free, which I know some other distributors like CD Baby, you have to pay for UPC codes separately. Okay, so let's break down SoundCloud Pro Unlimited versus Repost by SoundCloud. With SoundCloud Pro Unlimited, it's $12 a month and you get unlimited upload time and a bunch of other features just for SoundCloud. And it also includes Repost by SoundCloud on top of that. Or you can subscribe to just Repost by SoundCloud for $2.50 a month and you get Repost. So really, SoundCloud Pro Unlimited is great if you use SoundCloud a lot and that's a big focus for sharing your music. Otherwise, I would definitely just get the standalone Repost. And then there's also Repost Select, which according to them lets you work side by side with a dedicated in-house account manager to develop your career. So Repost Select is actually something you have to apply for, but it's cool that they have something like that available once you meet the criteria. Another really cool thing about Repost by SoundCloud is it's one of Spotify's preferred distributors. If you go on Spotify's provider directory, down here is actually Repost by SoundCloud and it's preferred. So these providers meet our highest standards for providing quality metadata and protecting against infringement, which is pretty cool. It's just that added layer of trust in the platform. So there's a lot of good things about Repost by SoundCloud, but like every music distributor, there's cons. So here's a few potential downsides of Repost by SoundCloud. You only keep 80% of your royalties. Now, if I had millions of streams and I was actually making a good bit of income from royalties, I would probably look into a different service. But if you're small and just starting out, royalties aren't going to get you very much money, so it doesn't really matter if they take a 20% cut. As you grow and get more streams, you can look into potentially going with another distributor in the future. There's also no cover song licensing, so you have to go with a third-party service for that. They don't have as many stores as other distributors, which I don't think this is really a con for me. There's no sync licensing or publishing admin. You will have to go with a separate music publisher for that. There's no CD or vinyl sales. If this is important to you, I would probably go with like CD Baby or someone like that. And you have to keep paying indefinitely to keep your music up. Because there's a $30 annual fee, you have to keep paying that. Unlike some other platforms like CD Baby, where you just pay once, which is nice. If you don't release your music very often, it might be more worth it to go with one of the one-time payment platforms. If you release a lot of music, it's really nice to have unlimited uploads, and the only platforms where you have unlimited uploads are the ones you pay monthly. So yeah, overall, I think Repost by SoundCloud is an excellent music distribution platform. I would highly recommend it. It's great for people who release a lot of music or release music under multiple project names or have a record label. It's the clear winner if you already use SoundCloud a lot, and it's also good for Twitch streamers. I'm very happy with it for now. It gets my music out there and it works. So what more could I ask for? I also kind of like being on one of the underdog platforms. Like everyone's like on DistroKid and I'm like, no, I'm on Repost, guys. It's cool. I probably won't use Repost by SoundCloud forever, but for now, it's really good for me. I know the process of finding a music distributor is very long and kind of annoying, and there's so many different views out there. Like people are like, this is the best, no, this is the best, you should never use this, you should always use, and it's just so annoying. But anyway, I hope this is good information for you to help you decide where to release your music. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them to the best of my abilities. I wish you the best in your musical journey, wherever you're at in it, and create every day.